Do you think, would you guys ever have done a Tommy Boy 2? Do you think you and Farley ever would have done it?
I mean, Black Sheep was sort of the next summer, and it was sort of the same type of movie. We should have just kept it Pete Segal and just done it again. He couldn't. He wasn't available. It just would have kept track of like kind of how it was. But I did like Black Sheep. We had another movie that we were talking about at the very end, and would have been great. Yeah, I mean, would I have liked to have like a run and gun buddy to goof around? He would have been all over the place. He would have been working with everybody. I mean, even at that point toward the end, because, you know, he's almost more famous now because everyone looks back. But when you're in it and he's just getting famous, but still all the big hosts that would come in would like go right to him. So he could have worked with anybody, big directors, he could more drama. He would have done a lot of stuff with Adam. I mean, he loved Adam and always thought he was great. So
Sandler, you mean?
Yeah, he was very tight with Adam. And I was just lucky to be in a couple with him, but he would have been out there doing everything. I remember when he was in Coneheads, we all were in Coneheads. Even Adam was in Coneheads. And Lauren, it was sort of an assignment. You know, he was just like, you're going to play this. And and he just had plucked everyone. There's probably 15 people from SNL in it. And somehow still didn't work that well, but I loved being in it. And he was in it, and he had a pretty big part, and he was funny. Look at him, there he is.
Oh, he looks so handsome. Did you get to keep the cone from that?
No, but you know what? That will barely fit up your butt. If you, she's really pretty, by the way. That was Michelle Burke.
Is it?
This is after they took a photo of Farley, and they take it so strong that it blows his hair back or something.
God, that's good.
Yeah, it's funny as shit. But Aykroyd, so that was a blast. So I would say the answer is would have loved to keep doing stuff and just have him around to hang out with.
Yeah. Obviously, to have him be alive. But do you think that you would have been able to do a Tommy Boy 2?
Yes, in all these scenarios, he's alive.
Yeah, okay.
You're like, it'd be great. No, if he's alive, you have to add that caveat.
If you had to do Tommy Boy 2, what would the plot even have gone into, you think?
Tommy Boy 2, Electric Boogaloo. You know, I was pitched a Tommy Boy 2, which was our kids are together. And our kids are. But I was pitched it 2 years ago. And I'm like, I just can't find a scenario with no Farley. It's not, they used the whole movie. Even if it has a good title, Tommy Boy's in the title, but it would be too much of a sellout. I can't imagine. I mean, no one could do that.
Were they going to do it with CGI or use one of his brothers to do it, you think?
No, it was just like, it was our kids, and it was about them, and then I was going to come help them on the road or something. But I go, listen, there's the magic in the bottle was Chris. And so I had a good part. I had a lot of fun in it, but it was about Christopher. And so, if we did another one back then, it would have been a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what it could have been about, too. Wow, it's interesting.
I don't know. I never even thought that far.
Maybe
brake pads are so funny. There's endless jokes about them. I mean, that movie, that's what I always say is that if we pitched the Tommy Boy movie just like two guys selling brake pads, it's just not enough to sell a movie.
People wouldn't listen now.
No, it's just not funny.
Maybe menstrual pads you could have gone to.
That's not a bad idea, yeah. That we go sell them.
Stop the flow. Yeah, that's like things are getting out of hand. Maybe Women's Lib was getting crazy.
Yeah, and then he dresses like one in a parking lot.
He was like, okay, I'm on the craziest.
And some big woman comes and goes, let me try it out. And then
he's like, I've been having my period for 11 months straight.
These are trailer moments.
That actually would have been hilarious, dude.
We're like, these are cut scenes from our possible movie, yeah.
Did you ever do a Farley impersonation or no?
How are you? He did this a lot, Just funny, you get nervous, David. And then he goes like this, pulls on his hair when he's nervous, like in the meeting with the host. He'd pull on the carpet, and everyone's just like, even like the host is like some Michael Keaton going, is this fucking dude okay? Because they didn't really know him yet.
Yeah.
And he was so nervous about shit and always funny. But he would always try to make you laugh, always try to do anything, fall down at work, do anything, fall on the piano, just anything to get everyone to laugh. Because also he was taking care of, he wasn't writing sketches, so he just was tra-la-la around the office. There's no stress because he's going to be in 18 things. Everyone's going to write him in.
Oh, that's a good point.
And if you write him in, like that's the big trick at SNL is you got to get someone to write for you. And I would get mad. I go, you don't write for me enough. They're like, what do you do? And I'm like, you're right. You just think I'm great. And then they go, how? And I go, there's no proof. And I'm like, yeah. So you have to kind of do a joke around the office, or it's sort of thirsty, but do an impression or something. And someone goes, you should do something with that. You know? And then, or they go, oh, you can do that? Oh, we might put you in this because we need someone like that. But mostly I was like smart alecky, stupid shit because that's the only thing they saw, you know. And I wrote that Hollywood Minute where I was making fun of everybody. And that kind of was a good hook for me. But it wasn't enough to be like super characters. That really wasn't my thing.
I went with his brother to SNL. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. You hit me.
I think you connected us.
I was
maybe.
Like,
John.
yeah, John.
John, yeah.
Johnny Farley. And I was like,
and he hadn't been back, dude, since Chris was there.
Did he hit you up to go there, or did I tell you guys to go, or were you just in New York?
He took advantage of us, I think. But whatever. Oh, no, I think you said to me, hey, he's going to be there.
Oh, yeah, I did. And
so tell him hello. But he hit you up to get him in there.
Can you make a call, Davey? Yeah. Don't tell Jen. Yeah, he was in The Wrong Missy. We put him in that. He was in Benchwarmers. He's funny in that. Was it fun there for you? You'd never been there, right?
I'd never been. Yeah, what was it like? It was interesting to just see the place you guys had all been at and what kind of
There's photos everywhere.
Yeah, just what it was like. Like, I think I pictured it more of like an old school type of dormitory vibe. But
our offices were up higher.
Oh, then maybe it was up there.
We'd be there all week, and then we just come down to the show. But you might have to host it one day.
It was pretty interesting in there.
Would you be able to handle it?
I don't know. Depends on who the musical guest is, I guess.
Is that the whole thing?